Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. It's Metazoo Day. About once a quarter I'm going to come out with these videos. We just had a new set drop. We had a new Alpha Investments promo and offering. I did get 4 kits upon so I maxed out on Rudy's initial offering, and then he had some leftover kits, so I got 4 of the leftovers. In this video, I'm gonna break it out into a few sections. I think the proper way to do it would be to turn it into a bunch of videos, but I don't want people to think this is becoming a Metazoo channel. So I'm just gonna have like an hour-long video here about Metazoo. Part 1, I'll be opening all the products you see. 1 release event box, 2 blisters, a spellbook, forgot the name of it for a minute there, and then 2 booster boxes. You'll see that this one is an NFT box, has the NFT sticker on there. When we get to opening that one, I guess I'll talk a little bit my thoughts about like the exclusive NFT box and what I think about that. But for now, since I have a lot of stuff to open, I'm just gonna get into it. Let me get a pair of scissors here so I'm not fumbling trying to open these. But yeah, my initial thoughts on Metazoo Wilderness. It is their 3rd set after Cryptid Nation and Nightfall. I still do like a lot their packaging. I like that they have the logos. I like that they have the tamper-proof stickers. Just things that years down the line, if this is still a thing, I think they will do great things for like the ability to authenticate sealed product. So we got a, wow, I do not know how to say that. Takriak suit. Yeah, that's my attempt on that. Kind of like the mini tins in Pokemon. Looks like the packs get a little crushed in there. Not a huge fan of that, but it doesn't damage the cards. It just makes the packs look not too great. Initial thoughts on the set. Going back to the booster box, there's a Bigfoot in there. I actually don't think I've even seen an image of the Bigfoot card, so that'll be exciting if we get it. Reverse Hollow Cumberland Dragon. I was just going to say that next. There's a lot of dragons in the set as far as I understand. I've watched a little bit of openings of this. I'm aware that there's like the golden ticket. I'm aware that there's the serialized cards, but I haven't seen like too many of the arts. I'm a big fan of Bigfoot though, big fan of dragons, so I think there'll be some interesting stuff going on here, and I'm excited for it. Reverse Hollow Pearl of Desire. But yeah, the way they do sealed product, the way that they have it set up so that hopefully authentication will be easier down the line is pretty cool. And I'm enjoying the cards overall. I'm enjoying being in it, ground zero, I guess. Being there back in 1999. I was in Pokemon when it came out, but I was a broke kid and I didn't have the ability to just buy whatever I wanted, essentially. So it's a nice feeling to just be able to be a part of it when it's fresh, be experiencing all these sets as they come out, meeting all these cryptids. I think the way this works is just kind of like almost, these are beastie spirits. These are just predetermined things. I don't think there's any differentiation. You get certain auras and beastie spirits that go for playing the game. And I know that joke exists about people don't actually play the game, this, that. I'm in a few Discords, and I honestly don't know many Pokemon players. I probably know as many Metazoo players as I do Pokemon players, which is interesting. Coins are pretty cool. I had a history collecting like US coins. Someday I want to get back into it. I do collect a lot of the Pokemon coins. I was just going to show one. Yeah, there's one. It'll be interesting to see if down the line PSA grades these. If they do, I'll probably grade a handful of them, just because it's like a really niche collectible that not too many people know about, but they sell for a pretty decent margin. So yeah, if and when they grade those coins, I'll definitely be sending some of them to PSA. Here's our Cumberland Dragon again. That's the promo and the blisters. Pretty neat coin. But yeah, I think I've mentioned it before, but I do not have access to this at a distributor level. The only way that I get it, Weeping Black Angel. That one's a pretty cool art. The only way I get this product is primarily through Rudy's offerings. I'm in his Patreon. And then the NFT exclusives that I'm able to get. And I think I mentioned earlier in this video, part 1 is going to be opening all this. Part 2, Green Clawed Monster. It's cool how they do a different holo in all the sets too. But part 2, I'm going to show a spreadsheet kind of updating everything I've bought. And then part 3, I'll primarily do like an NFT discussion. I think that's the most divisive thing, the most thing that a lot of people won't care about and or won't want to hear about. So I'll just leave that for the end. In all honesty, the NFTs are like one of the most intriguing parts of my Metazoo experience. I'm really glad I bought one of each token NFT, and I'll get into that more later. For both the benefits that they've been paying, the real world utility, getting into product for cheaper, and or just getting like early access, getting exclusive access. Today, I'm recording this on April 18th. There was a new drop for the fan art blisters, and I was able to get my fan art blisters before. Only one per NFT token that I own. So the spellbook comes with like all these condition marker type things. And then you get a set of, almost like an Elite Trainer box, you get a set of sleeves, and then you get 10 packs. I know with Nightfall, there was a lot of clumping. You used to get like a really high ratio of reverse holos, if any full holos. So I'll be interested to see what I get. Metazoo is pretty interesting too, because you don't get, like in Pokemon, it's 1 per 3 for a holo, and then 2 out of 3 non-holos. These can't be weighed, because every pack either has a reverse holo or a holo. And it's true random. So you don't get like a guaranteed seeded 12 full holos per box. You get 1/3 overall. Like if you open 3,000 packs, statistically speaking, you should get around 1,000 full holos, 2,000 reverse holos. But they're not seeded at like a guaranteed 12 per box, which is interesting. It makes for some boxes that are like crazy 20, 25 full holos. And then some you'll get almost no full holos. True randomness. Pretty interesting. Again, this is just like almost like the equivalent of energies, your auras that come in the deck. As with Pokemon, I never really have any intention to play this game. Not for any specific reason. I don't play Pokemon. I don't think I'll ever. I don't even know how to play Pokemon. I don't think I'll ever go and learn this. I think if I were to learn one, I'd probably opt for Pokemon first, but I don't see either happening on the near term. Big Bird. Starlight Bloom. It is really cool too, like a common thing. Kind of, I wouldn't say common, but a thing that people are really back and forth on in Pokemon. Some people are, oh, I wish they'd bring back first edition printing. I wish they'd make some real chases in Pokemon. Some people want serialized, some people don't. Metazoo is kind of doing a little bit of everything. It's interesting. They're able to look over the history of Magic and Pokemon and pick and choose which things they like, which things they don't like. Seems like they're trying a lot of different things, which is pretty cool. Jackalope, that's one I've heard of many times. A fairly popular, familiar cryptid, I think. I do hope I get the Bigfoot. I've seen a lot of people talk about their pulls, and I've seen a lot of people like not getting Bigfoot in multiple boxes, but hopefully I get lucky. But yeah, my take on the whole serialized thing, I think it will do good things for the box prices long term if Metazoo sticks around, which I'm rooting for it, and I kind of think it will. just the chance to be able to buy, right now they're about $100, to be able to buy a $100 box and potentially get like 100x. I think a lot of those old scratch, we'll open the non-NFT one first. Old scratch was in Nightfall. Then in Cryptid Nation you had the box toppers. Red ink in first edition, blue ink in second edition. Those chase cards, those like super chase cards, the possibility to open a product and just 100 extra money on one card is something that people really like. I think people like to gamble. I definitely like to gamble a bit too. So one thing, like even in Pokemon, I haven't opened much modern, ultra modern stuff since like Celebrations. I opened 200 packs, but I haven't opened a modern pack since, hardly. But with Metazoo, like the possibility of getting just this obscene rare card, I feel like I'm gonna have to open everything I open. I'll probably just stick with the 2 boxes of each, but I feel like it all needs to be on camera just in case. We had somebody in our Discord recently that hit the Green Man, the 1 out of 100 serialized Green Man, and I'm like, did you get a video of it? It would have been so cool to see that. I think we've seen a couple pulled on like Whatnot. There's clips of them out there, but it would be, I mean, if I ever did open one non-recording, it would be great to pull a serialized card, but then it would be like, oh man, I really wish I captured that on camera. No one, people are gonna just think I bought it on the down low, and then yeah, I don't know. It would just be a cool moment to capture. I mentioned before, part of my motivation to have a YouTube is to capture moments for myself. I think back to all the boxes I opened over the years of Pokemon, and it just wasn't captured. I have the memories, but my memory's not amazing. I can't even tell you every gold star, every crystal I pulled. I remember some select ones, but I definitely don't remember them all. But with Metazoo, if and when I ever do pull a big card, I'll likely have it on camera, which will be pretty cool. And as far as products go, they're coming out with a lot of stuff. Like I've been buying pretty much everything that I see coming out. Maybe too much of it. I've been really bad. I've been buying large quantities of all of it, and I've not been listing much of anything. I really need to get to where I'm listing some. I did send, I used Troll and Toad Evo. I did send a bunch of singles, a bunch of my spare. I don't think I sent any of my Nightfall, maybe a little bit. Mainly Nightfall and Cryptid Nation, first edition. I have not a ton, but a handful of like Kickstarter non-hollows that I should be sending and selling off. I bought 50 Magic Cast promo boxes. I have a bunch of the Valentine's and the Christmas promos. I'm not even tracking. I guess I'm recording this first part of the video first. The spreadsheet part of the video that will come after this opening. I still need to make that part, so I'll have to go through and like see what everything's worth. I honestly haven't been up to date. I guess the one thing I do, in one of the Discords I'm in, there's somebody who tracks the pricing of the NFTs. So those are the things that I follow most closely, are just the NFT prices. But atmospheric jellyfish, I like the colors on that one a lot. That's pretty cool. At some point too, like I do want to go back. I've been putting together binders. I'm going to put together a binder of each set. I do want to go back and like learn the lore behind some of these interesting cryptids, but there's just so much stuff I have to do as part of like the business part of it. I definitely haven't been able to enjoy the collecting side of Pokemon as much as I'd like to from time to time. So that's where Metazoo almost is like a break from the Pokemon grind. And maybe that's, honestly, thinking about it, maybe that's why I've not been super motivated to get stuff listed. Because then it's like, people ask, doing this full time, does it take away your enjoyment of the hobby? And Generally my answer is no, but in a way, just, I guess it kind of does when I'm really thinking about it. Just because I feel like anytime I'm interacting with it, I feel like I need to catch up. I think in 6 months to a year, when my backlog is gone, then I'll feel a little bit better. Another Cumberland Dragon Reverse Hollow. About just, like, I put all my celebrations I mentioned. I put all those in a binder. I haven't done binders for Evolving Skies. I haven't done a binder yet for Fusion Strike. When Astral Radiance comes out, I'm not gonna do one right off the bat. Brilliant Stars I haven't done. It'll be fun to be able to go back and finally do that, because I have missed that a little bit. One of these days I'll have to make time for it. It's just pretty time consuming. They're massive sets. Oh, that's pretty cool. I saw all that hollow and I'm like, ooh, this must be full art, something extra special. Prism Aura. I just put a big thumbprint on that. Nice big shiny card. But yeah, this is gonna be a long video. Probably what I will do though, when I make my binder, I'll make it a point to just immediately send out all my duplicates right to Troll and Toad Evo to get those listed. I shouldn't be adding anything new to my backlog. Yeah, let me know in the comments below though, if you've opened any Wilderness, if you like Wilderness, how it compares to me so far. I know I'm just kind of like ripping through this because I'm opening nearly 100 packs, I think. But when I go to put my binder together is when I'll kind of slow down. Maybe I'll do a quick 2 or 3 minute video adding in once I've put these in the binder. There's another Green Cloud Monster. That's when I kind of sit down and appreciate the art a little bit more. For the sake of not making the video 3 hours long, I'm trying to just rip through these packs a little bit. But yeah, Metazoo's, it's an interesting criticism. It's kind of a silly criticism. They're doing skateboards, they're doing plushes, they're doing serialized everything. They go off the NFTs. Oh, there's a Chibi Bigfoot Reverse Hollow. So I don't have the full hollow yet, but the chibi version. It's an interesting criticism because, like, if this were my baby, if this were my brand, my game, Golden Bear, I would want it to be as big as possible. Get it everywhere. Merchandise that like advertises itself, advertises the game. I mean, why would you not want to just collaborate pretty much wherever you could? And some people use that as like a criticism against Metazoo. I don't really get it. So here we're to the NFT box now. Some people, like, I'm not crazy about the whole, basically what they do is they just put like a tamper-proof sticker, which I probably can't even peel off. They put a tamper-proof sticker on the box, and everyone who had a token NFT had the opportunity to purchase 2 of these. So yeah, you can see it's one of those like void stickers from my recent box break that didn't work that well. But the reason I'm opening the NFT box, some people might wonder, if these sell for a premium, why would you open it? Had a pretty ding corner. I have 11 NFT tokens. I was able to buy 2 boxes per, so I have 22 of these total, 21 now. Only 1 got damaged out of the 22, really bad. This was the worst one. So I opened it. The other box that I opened was also partially damaged, but I'm not crazy about, I'm not a big variant guy. I've mentioned that in Pokemon. I'm not crazy about the variant. Like, I'm going to have some of every NFT sealed box in my collection, in my inventory, just because I'm going to utilize all the utility that I get from the NFTs. But as far as long term, if these were to ever have a big premium on them, I just have to sell them all. I'm not crazy about the variant just being a little sticker, like, for my long-term personal collection. The nice thing about it, though, it's like one of those things. It's an option that worst case, like you can't really make the value go down, I don't think. Theoretically, there could be some people that are super anti-NFT. Oh, I don't want one of those stupid stickers on my boxes. Like you could see when I pulled it off, there's no way I can get the NFT sticker off without having that void residue all over it. So in a theoretical sense, maybe it could devalue it to certain people. But in my mind, it's more of like, it'll be a slight premium to certain people who collect every kind of variant that exists. And worst case, it'll be kind of nothing. Because like, if you sell to somebody who's going to open it, if you sell to somebody who just wants, oh, there we go. There's my boy. I got the Bigfoot. This was a successful opening. I'll have to set him aside so he's on camera the whole time. But yeah, worst case scenario, it's like a thing that's just there. If somebody wants to open 36 packs of Wilderness, if I want to crack them and sell the packs myself, the value is neutral or higher. There's a slim chance it could be lower to certain people, but yeah, the way I see it, I'm going to buy all the NFT exclusive product I can, just because worst case, it's kind of like a flat pricing thing. As far as I understand, I haven't listed any. I think they've been selling for a small premium. Maybe they're selling in the 120 to 140 range, while regular boxes are selling in the 100 to 110 range. Let's see if we can get a spare Bigfoot. Oh, I covered Bigfoot. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, anyways, those are something that I'm just kind of setting back for now. And once I get caught up on Pokemon later in the year, I can kind of take inventory of some of what I got from Metazoo and then make some more decisions on it. My desk is an absolute mess. I keep seeing Germinate. That's the second Germinate in 3 packs, I think. And I thought it was a Bigfoot again. All that green hollow. Now all we need to pull is a golden ticket and then a green man. And then we'll be good to go. There was like a bronze ticket too. I'm really interested. Like some of the different things, like they're not just doing serialized cards. They're doing this whole golden ticket thing. Will that be like a Willy Wonka type? You get to go to some kind of an event. You get to meet certain people. You get to tour some facility. I have no idea, but it's just really intriguing. I think they had an advertisement recently in Times Square. I think they're doing some kind of like a real world scavenger hunt, which is interesting. I think they're also doing, like, if you go to their Times Square advertisement and if you take a selfie with it, you can get some kind of a promo. That's another kind of a dig I've seen against them, is how many promos they have and how everything's limited, blah, blah, blah. I can't keep up with Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon has so many, like, what is it? Sword Shield, Sun Moon, Black Star promos. I keep one of every one that I open from a product, but I'm always missing, like if I look back through my binder, I have a binder somewhere for Sun Moon promos. So many gaps in it. Like, I don't know if they're just check lane blisters. Some amount of them are GameStop exclusive, Walmart exclusive, whatever it may be. I can't keep up with the Pokemon promos either. So Metazoo's like doing the same thing there. To me, it's just, it's too many, but Pokemon's also too many. So I don't think it's really a valid criticism. Yeah, that's just kind of my take on the whole promo exclusive, like the whole Valentine's set, the Christmas set. I think they're fine to me. I'm not. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I'm not putting. You gotta love dragons. I mean, look at the dragon. Look at all those colors. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm probably not going to have a binder of everything seafood barbecue. A binder of all the different exclusive promos, because it'll just be too much. But I am going to do like all the regular sets. First edition only, if and when they come out. There's another Chevy Bigfoot. If and when they come out with second editions, third editions, whatever. I'm not going to collect those. I will probably buy a little bit of each just to have them for now. Old Man Winter. But yeah, we're getting down towards the end of box 2. Looks like it's going to be about 30 minutes for the opening of my 80-ish packs. Joe Magarac, I think I had him earlier. I'm going to have a lot to talk about in the NFT section. I'm trying to think in these last few packs if there's anything I missed touching on. I think I hit everything though for now. Honestly, like I said, I think I mentioned it at one point, but I've been paying a bit more attention. I have a full set, so like in the coming weeks, I'm going to be claiming my numbered promos. Every NFT gets a 1-to-1 numbered promo. Trying to stay on top. I'm in a Discord for all, there's like 30 people in it that own a full set of the NFT tokens. I think total, the most sets there can be of an NFT token full set is like 99, because I think there's 99 of the gold double Mothman token. And I'm in a Discord with like 30 something of the set holders out of, I think there's 50 complete sets total, maybe 50, 52. So I follow that Discord to get like, hey, this is the day you need to go on and you need to claim, like when I claimed the NFT boxes, you have to go on and you have to manually claim. Like, it's not like they just auto ship you for free. I had to manually claim from my MetaMask wallet, verify that I owned the NFTs at the time that the claim happened. It's not like too time-consuming thing, but usually it's only a 12 or 24-hour window. I'm doing this full-time. Some people struggle a little bit, I think, like if they're busy at work that day, if they're traveling on vacation, whatever it may be. Hopefully things will get a little more streamlined with it. I've run into a couple of hiccups because I hold my, getting deep into NFT talk, I hold my NFTs on like a hardware wallet. Don't worry. I mean, it's just a safer way to hold NFTs than like a hot wallet on your phone. Little bit time consuming and frustrating at times to claim my tokens that are in a hardware wallet, just because I'm not like an NFT expert and I'm probably just doing stupid things. But last 2 packs anyways, awful. That's the I've seen a lot of comparisons to the Pidgeot art in Jungle, and it is very similar, but I mean, it's a bird. How many different poses can birds make? And maybe he did take inspiration from that. Is that a terrible thing? No serialized cards. We did get Bigfoot though, so I can't complain. I'm happy with that. This is probably going to be everything I'm going to open. I'm going to go through all these. Similar to Pokemon, I'm not going to collect reverse hollows. So I'll sell off all my reverse hollows. I'll sell off all my spare full hollows, and then I'll use that money. Hopefully, with that money, maybe add a little bit to it. I'll be able to buy all the singles that I need. I'd imagine with all the packs I opened, I probably have a full set of like non-hollows, but we'll have to see. I probably will. I'll get these sorted tonight, and then in the coming days, I'm recording this like 5 days before I post the video. So one of these nights I'll get my binder filled out. You know what? I lied. They don't have the so here's like the official Cryptid Nation binder. I guess I can get them sorted and just fan through the sorted cards. They don't have the Metazoo binder out yet, or the Wilderness binder out yet. So I don't want to put them in like one binder and then have to put them back in a different binder down the line. So yeah, I'll get these sorted though, and I'll go through and see how many gaps I have. But yeah, that's everything. I will catch you in the next part of the video. Everyone, we're back. So yeah, you just saw me open all the Wilderness product, unless you use the timestamps to skip that because you were anxious to see the spreadsheet in the NFT update. Maybe that's the case. But anyways, I didn't sort the whole set yet. Here are all my hollow pulls though. As I mentioned, I store my sets in the binders, the official binders from Metazoo. They don't have them up yet. So for now, these are just sitting in a stack. But anyways, let's get to the spreadsheet. So I checked back on my YouTube and I just copied over the information. You can see right here, this was the previous spreadsheet from back in January. I didn't keep everything, but I kept like the single column here. So yeah, column B will be buys and sales through January 15th, estimated market value as of January 15th. And then once you get down row 15 and below, those are like my current purchases since January 15th in the past 3 months. I'm recording this on April 21st. You'll be seeing it on April 23rd. So I don't think I'm going to buy any Metazoo in the next 2 days, unless, I don't know, we'll see if something pops up, but this should be accurate when you see it. So you can see right here in column C, my total Metazoo purchases have increased by about $15,000, more than I would have expected, but Wilderness released, Cryptid Nation second edition. You'll see the things that I bought with that, roughly $15,000. And I have sold a little bit of Metazoo. This 12,500 as of January, it was almost exclusively like the 2 Kickstarter boxes I had flipped. Since I've only sold $1,100 worth, primarily through Troll and Toad Evo, as you can see right here, 1 sale through eBay. So I opened some of the Pin Club collection promos, and I did pull like the secret rare Mothman. I had that graded. If you watched the return video maybe a month ago, that graded a PSA 10. I sold it for $570, and that's roughly what I netted after all the eBay fees and shipping. So I have finally listed a few graded cards. Anyone who saw me open the sample pack in last video, I did a return video on that. My Wendigo is PSA 6, so is the Bunny Man. I got beat up pretty bad on that. It is what it is. I've talked about potentially cracking them and sending them to CGC because they treat dents a little less bad. I haven't done that yet, so I still need to do that. But I only have a handful of graded samples and other cards. I do need to get to a lot of the miscellaneous, like Valentine's promos, the Magicast boxes. There's a lot of random stuff, a lot of sealed packs. I'm not really going to do singles on my own eBay. Those are all going to go to Evo, but I will list and utilize the eBay standard envelope feature for under $20 cards. And I believe I could do like promo packs. A lot of the Metazoo promo packs, I don't think I have one within reach, but a lot of them are like 1 or 2 cards. So those would be able to go inside of a card saver, inside of a plain white envelope, using that eBay standard envelope feature to get like track shipping for 60 or 75 cents, whatever it is. So in the coming weeks, I will get a lot more stuff listed on eBay. Given that I'm $73,000 into this, having only sold back 13,000, I'm netted into this for $59,000 total. That's my complete investment in Metazoo. Interestingly, way back over my 8-year history on Pokemon, I've never been that deep into Pokemon. The day that I started in 2014, I allocated $5,000 various times throughout. I did take like little loans from myself, 10, 15, 20,000 maybe, from my personal savings to buy a big collection and then flip out of it and pay myself back. But that original $5,000 seed money was like all that I put into Pokemon and then just time and flipping. So yeah, I'm deeper into Metazoo dollar-wise than I ever was into Pokemon, which is a bit crazy to think and say, but we're here, we're doing it. So getting down to the estimated market value, I will show you in a couple minutes once we get through the spreadsheet my nice spinny gifts, my nice NFTs. A lot of NFTs out there are just simple JPEGs. Metazoo went all in with the full GIF, so pretty cool there. Approximately $5,000 loss on these. Unrealized loss, unrealized gains. I talked about my cost basis. What even was that? My cost basis into the NFTs was approximately, so the value was 35. I forget where I put my cost basis. Right there. So 3.444 Ethereum was my cost basis into the NFTs. I want to say Ethereum was towards 4,000 then. So I'm into the NFTs for like 13 or 14,000, and they're worth 30. They're worth less than they were. They've come down, but I'm still quite a ways in the green on that. Most of my net gains in Metazoo, the Metazoo space, is in the NFTs. All these valuations are quite conservative too. 2 Kickstarter boxes, I put $10,000. They did peak right around 10, and if they had gone to 12 was kind of my sell point to sell one. I still own 2. Reason for owning 2 is I'd like to open one someday, and I'd like to keep one sealed long term. I've avoided opening them thus far. I'd like to continue avoid opening them. If they come down really low, sub 5,000, maybe 3,000-4,000 again, I might buy one and open it. We'll see. Obviously in hindsight, I kind of wish I sold one at 10 so that I could buy one back today for 5,000. It's silly to get too hung up on that, because I could have just invested in Dogecoin at the right time and been a billionaire. So I don't really get too hung up on it, too worked up about it. Booster boxes. So the first 2, like NFT and Kickstarter boxes, there's been no net change to them, and I've lost about $5,000 in each in value. The value of my booster boxes has gone up from 4,000 to 10,000, but I've added a lot of money to it. So I have 4 Cryptid Nation first edition booster boxes. I have approximately 20 second edition, approximately 14 Nightfall booster boxes, and approximately 40 Wilderness booster boxes. I came up with 10 grand for that, roughly, is what that's worth. Again, a pretty conservative number. I think these are about the numbers that I would net if I were just to auction everything, like wholesale, sell it off, get rid of it. My samples and my Kickstarter singles, I've added a few more Kickstarter singles, not a significant amount, but I knocked off 2 grand for that. Largely opening that one sample pack with the Wendigo was probably the bulk of my loss there. Grading it a PSA 6, a little rough, but it is what it is. I haven't listed those sealed Kickstarter or sample packs that I bought from Rusty, the 5-card sealed clear like cellophane sample packs. I've not seen them on eBay at all either. I think I'm going to throw a couple of those up, like a really high buy it now or best offer, and just see if there's any interest at all. I paid Rusty approximately 4,000 per pack for those, so maybe I'll just list them at 7 or 8, see what happens. And then just random other stuff. Play mats from the Rudy kits, Rudy promos. This number is probably really conservative because I have so many now. I've bought so many Rudy kits. I don't even follow what those things are going for. I really should pay closer attention in the next few, between now and the next quarterly Metazoo update. I really want to get a better grasp and get a more accurate number here of my holdings, and get a little bit higher number here of some new sales. Not trying to wholesale sell out, but trying to not get, I don't want to get like 6 figures into Metazoo. Mid 5 figures is pretty high already. So start flipping a little bit and getting a little bit more out of it. Or even if I don't get more out of it, but before I put another 10 or 20 grand into it, maybe get 10 or 20 grand in sales so that it's like a net even. We'll have to see how that goes though. Just a few eBay buys here. I bought a Bigfoot hollow that I needed from Series 0 Cryptid Nation. I bought 4 Nightfall booster boxes for a little under 200 a piece. I think they've come down slightly since then even. And then I bought a first sighting Babe, the Blue Ox. Bigfoot's my guy. Babe's pretty cool too. Paul Bunyan. There's a few different species of cryptids that I'm going to try to get like one of every release they have, potentially. But Alpha Investments, every kit Rudy puts out, I buy. Not only do I buy them, he put out a Cryptid Nation kit. I maxed out on 4 twice because he a week or 2 later he came back with leftovers. I got 4 and then 4. Same goes for Wilderness. And then the theme decks, that just was like a little over a week ago. I got a thing of the theme deck, or 2 things of the theme decks, I think. And then Metazoo Marketplace. Almost all my Metazoo Marketplace purchases have been NFT exclusives. I'll get into the NFTs in a couple minutes. We're almost done with the spreadsheet, but the reason I got into the NFTs, as I mentioned in the previous video, I'm not a big NFT guy. I've always owned, well, not always, I've owned a little bit of crypto since pretty early. I bought my first Bitcoin when it was around 200-ish, or I forget exactly when. It was on my radar when it was like $8, and I just sadly didn't get into it at all. But anyways, the Valentines I was able to buy early with NFTs. The Wilderness pin boxes I was able to buy early with NFTs, and I get an exclusive promo in every case. So I think I bought 11 cases. I have 11 individual NFTs, and I'll get 11 cases worth, 11 of the displays worth with 10 boxes each. I think it is 10 like blind boxes each that comes with a random pin and a random promo. And so that one's like an NFTs do kind of two things. One, they let you get things early access, so you don't have to fight with the public and fight with the bots when things are likely to sell out, which is really handy. And then two, they occasionally get you exclusive promos. So Valentine's was no exclusive promo, just early access. That one didn't really even get botted out. I think that was available in the store for a long time. So the NFT benefit was minimal. Wilderness pin boxes, you get the promo. So that one had the benefit. I don't know what the promo is going to be worth. We'll have to see. 11 spoiler packs. So the Wilderness spoiler packs were just a redemption. Every NFT you owned, you got one. All you had to do was pay shipping. So my cost basis on those is about 60 cents a pack. I think they go for 30 or 40 last I looked. So that was just like a dividend that the NFTs paid. I've mentioned before, I don't see cardboard as an investment. I don't see NFTs, crypto as an investment, really, more of a speculation. But interestingly enough, the NFTs actually have ongoing real world utility. They actually pay dividends of some extent, which is really interesting and really why I bought into them. 50 Magic Cast boxes. This is another one that I believe I was able to buy. What was it? Early access, so I didn't have to fight with the public. Maybe this wasn't even through the NFT. I think I just bought this when it went into the, I forget if I went early access or if I bought it with the public, but anyways, I bought 50 of them. And the Wilderness booster boxes, the booster boxes I mentioned in the earlier part of the video, there's a sticker on it. They go for a slight premium. I'm not crazy about it personally, but being able to buy them for 100 pre-sale, not have to worry about selling out, fighting with the public. Hindsight now, we see that on eBay, they're going for a little under 100, I believe. So I paid a slight premium, I guess, over what I could have paid on eBay, but I secured them without the risk that they were going to run away like Nightfall did. And potentially if I go to sell them, they'll get a slight premium for that sticker variant. And then I did get 11 of the fan art blister packs. And this is one of the ones where I had early access. It's not a special version for the NFT, but it was early access. I didn't have to fight the public. I believe this one sold out in like 90 seconds. Really interested to see that that product isn't physically in yet, so I don't have it in hand. I'm interested to see what the prices do. But yeah, the NFTs being able to not have to stand in line, stand in a digital queue, not have to fight bots, really nice feature. I'm really enjoying that ongoing benefit of that. And at the end of the day, rough estimated value last time was 72,000. I added $15,000 and I lost $1,000 worth of, I guess I added 15, but I also sold a little over 1,000. So I added like a net 14,000 and I lost $1,000 overall. So I added a bunch of money and I went backwards still in valuation. Happens. It is what it is. Again, I think it's all fairly conservative, but I'm still having fun. Still having fun with Metazoo. I'm gonna try to get a little better organized and try to get to where I'm selling a few things here and there. I want to participate in it the same way, similarly, that I do to Pokemon. More like I did in Pokemon 8 years ago, not necessarily needing to like take money out of it, but hopefully not putting much more money into it. Honestly, like in all reality, if I could get this number back to 50,000 net into it, that would be a more comfortable place. Numbers are a lot bigger these days. I put 5,000 into Pokemon 8 years ago. To put 10 times that into Metazoo would just, it's a I mean, people's brains like round numbers, having that nice round multiplier and order of magnitude higher exposure to Metazoo just feels like a good number. So maybe that'll be our goal. We'll see how close we get to it. We'll see if we end up like negative 75,000 before the next video. But anyways, time to see some spinny gifts. These are my NFTs. Same as last video. The way that OpenSea works, the way that the Ethereum blockchain works. I like named my wallet. You can see that this is me. That's my wallet address if you want to send me some NFTs or some crypto. Kidding there. But yeah, these are the same 13 NFTs I have. There's 10 different tokens, and these are the same ones I originally bought to complete the full set. It hasn't happened yet, but it's happening within the next few weeks, I believe. They've already done the snapshot as far as I understand. So they took a picture, essentially like a snapshot in time, where every token resided in the wallets and the wallet addresses. At some point in the coming weeks, we'll have a redemption. Same way I mentioned, like I redeemed my NFT tokens for booster boxes. I redeemed them for like early access, the fan art blisters. There will be a redemption where I have to go in and I don't think there'll be any cost. Maybe I'll have to pay shipping, similar to the Wilderness spoiler packs, but I'll go in, I'll redeem each token, and then for each token, so like this is Metazoo Games token number 1829. I don't know if you can see that because it's really small. This is Metazoo Games token number 22. So each one of these tokens, I will get a serialized matching number physical card to match. So huge reason as to why I bought into these. Again, not a huge NFT guy, but I've been really happy with how these have been panning out. But like having number 22, a gold Mothman promo, 1 of 100 serialized Mothman promo, feels like it could be worth something pretty decent. I'm really interested to see. Silver Mothman, there's the blue bat, there's Jersey Devil, the chip Jersey Devil. So this is 1 of 100. This is 1 of 100. The gold error Mothman, the double die Mothman. The Jersey Devil is also 1 of 100. And then I don't remember all the numbers off the top of my head, but this one was airdropped. I believe it's also 1 of 100. A lot of 1 of 100 promos, a continual like jab that people take at Metazoo. There's too much that's too rare. In Pokemon, people want more of a chase. They want more rarity from time to time. And then Metazoo like has too much. I don't really get the argument. To an extent, I do. If everything is rare, nothing is rare, right? But they do have set cards. They're making 100,000 of Wilderness boxes. So there's the availability there. There's the second edition Cryptid Nation. There's just different levels of rarity. This is one of the levels. This is going to be like a really niche NFT promo thing. I'm just along for the ride on that. But that's the status of the NFT tokens. These 3 guys down here, Chupacabra, Bigfoot, and River Dino, these are what are called Genesis NFTs. These were launched like almost a year ago now, and they were sold for like very, very cheap. Let me see if I can see in the history of the token. These were sold for like I want to say it was like less than a tenth of an Ethereum for like $100 or a couple $100 with gas maybe. And now let me see if I can go back. Now they're worth a decent bit more. I'll show you in the next sheet what they're actually been transacting for. But so these are weird in that, well, I guess let me go back to the NFT tokens quick. One thing that's built into the NFT tokens, if and when I sell one, like say I go to sell this one for 2 Ethereum, I think the gold Mothman, let me go to the next sheet. The current floor for the gold Mothman is 1.79 Ethereum. Floor meaning lowest price available. Think of like low list on eBay. So if I listed that for 1.79 Ethereum and I sold it through OpenSea, OpenSea takes like 5%, I believe it is. Similar to eBay, they take like a commission for being the selling platform. And Metazoo actually has a built-in royalty. So every time one of these transacts, they get 10%. Really nice for them. So if I were to sell something for 1.79 Ethereum, that's approximately $5,000-ish. Metazoo would get like $500, OpenSea would get like 250, and then I'd get like 85%. The math works out to where I get roughly the same net as if I sold something on eBay. 13% fees, a few bucks for shipping, whatever. So yeah, there are transactional fees for selling these. The Genesis tokens didn't have that built into the contract back when they launched them. So I'm not like a big, huge NFT crypto expert by any means, but in the next few weeks, next couple months, they're going to have what's called a burn. I don't know what I have to do that, but I do intend to do it because these also will come with a promo in the coming weeks or months, but not the Genesis ones. We need to burn our Genesis ones to then be issued a new iteration of Bigfoot, of River Dino, of Chupacabra. And once we burn it, these ones will cease to exist. We'll get a new one, and that will have a royalty built in. So basically, these ones don't have a royalty built in. They want to have the royalty built in. They haven't really announced the utility of these moving ahead. The only utility they've announced so far is the serialized promo. I believe River Dino is 1 of 75, and then I believe Bigfoot and Chupacabra are like 1 of 100. So again, I'll have another couple 1 of 100 promos. They actually have a Mothman NFT Genesis, which is like 1 of 15. Can't even imagine what a 1 of 15 Mothman NFT promo could be worth. It'll be really interesting to see. But anyways, I just wanted to, for anyone, the one person maybe watching this that might care about the NFT space and what's going on in Metazoo NFTs, that's where we're at. So between now and the next quarterly update, hopefully I'll have physical Metazoo NFT promos to show you. Hopefully I'll have my nice 1 of 100 Bigfoot, 1 of 100 Gold Mothman. Really interested to see what the prices go for on eBay and everything. And also, I did forget to mention, for having the entire set, I get a special promo. Given that the rarest single token is 1 of 100, only 100 complete token sets can exist. Simple math. I mean, you can't have more than there are of the rarest individual token. I believe there's like 53 total. And we're going to get a special NFT or a special promo to commemorate the fact that we're like a full set holder. And then we're actually getting a care package in the next month or two. Mike is going to be sending out a hollow sample card. So for holding the entire set, just an additional utility piece for holding the entire set, we're going to get a hollow sample set that basically just went unsold back when the game launched. It blew my mind, but at one point they were selling 1 or 2 card sample packs through the Metazoo marketplace for like $5. These sample cards that sell for mid high 3 figures, low 4 figures, they were selling in their marketplace hundreds of these 1 or 2 card packs for like $5, and they didn't sell out. He still has some amount of those left. So for the first 50 full set token holders, he's sending out a hollow sample card to each. Another pretty cool like utility piece, getting rewarded for holding, getting a dividend paid essentially for holding 1 of each. So here's the spreadsheet that I just showed. There's this this guy in one of the discords that I'm in. It's actually like a full set holder discord. Min Man, he goes by on Discord. He posts this every day. He takes a snapshot from OpenSea at the low list, so the floor prices for each token. Tops are tokens. Down here we have the Chupacabra, we have the Bigfoot and the River Dino that I mentioned, and then these are all down here Genesis tokens. As I mentioned, Mothman's 1 of 16, Jersey Devil's 1 of 25. Currently the lowest listed Mothman on Mintable, I guess it's sold through, not OpenSea, but Mintable. Just instead of like eBay, Amazon, Mintable, and OpenSea are like two of the platforms that sell. One sold for 10. Right here it says the highest sold. So if you go by the highest sold, a Mothman sold for 10 Ethereum. At the time, I want to say it's like $40,000. Right now, one could be yours for about $70,000, $80,000, but it's not sold yet. So down here at the bottom of each set of columns, set of rows, is how many were sold by day. So the volume on these is really, really low. You see that they're not moving much. There's thousands of these tokens out there, and most days like a couple are selling, some days 0, some days like 7. Every day you can see up 0.4%, down 1.5%. One day it went up 25% because this gold 1.99 Mothman was sold. So this price is pretty high. The floor price, like the last sold is 1.9 on Ethereum, but the low list is 4.44 Ethereum for the gold double Mothman. But yeah, that's kind of an update on the NFTs, where their price activity has been, my thoughts, the upcoming utility, redemptions, and all that. We'll go back to the spreadsheet to end it off. I don't think I had anything else to add. We're probably going to be at like an hour total. But yeah, as I mentioned, I'm still enjoying Metazoo. Wilderness was a lot of fun to open. I didn't hit any of the 1/100 serialized like Green Man. I didn't hit the golden ticket. We still don't know what the golden ticket is about, but I think things like that are pretty interesting, pretty exciting to be a part of it from early on. And as I mentioned, like when I was a kid in 99, I'd get a couple packs here and there. Now I can just buy a lot of different things. So it's fun to be a part of. Let me know in the comments below if you think I'm crazy doing all this, if you think the NFT thing's interesting, crazy, a scam, whatever. Let me know your thoughts. I'll be interested if anyone made it the full hour. I appreciate anyone that did. Definitely, if anything really massive happens, like if the promos come in and I'm super excited, maybe I'll do a quick little like 5-minute bonus video, but I'm going to try to stick to like quarterly with these. I think UFO is an upcoming set. I don't know when exactly that is, but so maybe for the next set release, maybe July timeframe, show off those new NFT promos and whatever else I happen to buy. But yeah, that's everything. I appreciate you all watching, and I will catch you all later.